Hey there guys, it's Metro and we are back. We're back again today, another day on the beta. Today's kind of starting our new schedule a little bit here, starting early, ending early. Today I just want to get a video done and I figured I could do it before the stream, but since the video is going to be about my thoughts on our time on the beta, I should do it after. So it's, you know, not an incomplete summary. What is carry offered? What the hell? Let's sign up to some of these keys. I think this will be interesting. Seeing higher ones. Got invited to, boom, 14 pit. Okay. But yeah, we did have a lot of success yesterday, which was shocking. I honestly thought they nerfed things, but it's hard to say one way or the other. What's going on there? Something wrong with this? No. Just your typical, you have to walk away and come back problem. You can never really tell if it's a new problem or an old problem when you're on the beta. Very gloomy day today, so hey, it's Mex, I think, right? It's hard to tell because this weird shit, like you see it on the screen too, but yeah. It's got a new name, so that's confusing. Do we have like score? C12 we could try to do. I don't know why I changed my name. Yeah, I'm not, I mean, I don't think it did. It's just using your @ handle, which every channel gets now. It seems to like be going back and forth between two options. I'm not sure why. Like I have no idea why. Doesn't make any sense.
Father, not even fit to labor in a quarry. Relish these final moments, for soon you will be nothing more than mindless undead.
You will have to make your way across this quarry on your own.
Nether burst is like real bad, right? Like we gotta stop that one, I think. And the mob can't die until the necrolite's dead. I think it's how it works. POS is my favorite dungeon. Oh yeah? Okay. Yeah, I mean, it's actually kind of cool. I like the layout a little bit. I like the way it's working with Lust, but if we don't Lust on the first pack, then it's kind of pointless. Does look like it's 34 minutes, I think. Yeah, like it just, like yesterday it was going back and forth between the original, like the display name and the @ handle. I don't know why. But now we're listening, okay. Well, that's not necessarily, not sure that's going to work out for us, but we'll see. Our girl got absolutely fucking annihilated. Oh, yeah, I forgot to be logging as well. For some reason that turns off every time I log out of the game. Oh, what the hell. Alright, that's another pack aggroed. We actually interrupted it. A lot of casting going on though. They said there wasn't going to be a lot. I guess they were wrong about that, huh? That's surprising. I wonder if anybody could have predicted that. Probably not. Healers don't seem to do a lot of... I guess everybody's focused on healing maybe right now, but... We haven't seen a healer that stood out damage-wise yet. Wouldn't say we really looked too hard though, to be honest. Was that enough extra mobs that we don't have to worry about it now, I guess is the question. That's a pretty large pack. Looking tough for the people to survive though, I guess. Why is that guy... They both died, I guess? I didn't even realize. Of course, we don't have add-ons to tell us who's dead, so I'm not sure. See, this guy's grayed out and icon has over the thing, so that's confusing. Oh, alright, now he's back. Don't know what all that means. I was playing a little bit of Remix, and now I'm trying to use Bone Storm again, but that spell's not there, unfortunately. Just got very few things to press, unfortunately. How's the beta been for Blood Death Knight so far? I'll be making a whole video on my thoughts on this week's beta testing tomorrow, so stay tuned for that. Okay, let's see how... I think the best play here is to try to grip this one to us. Yeah, like that, I think. I think that's the play. Not sure what's even going on right now. Have we tried the other tanks? No, I won't be. This is all we got. How long does the beta last? Until the game comes out. Usually it lasts actually longer than the game comes out. Alright, well that's not gonna... Not actually sure what you need to do with this plunge grip thing. Are you supposed to damage them enough that it doesn't drop you? I don't know. Unfortunate circumstances with that mechanic there, though. I thought it was Cop in the details. Oh, no. Haven't seen Cop a couple days. How do you like Pit as a dungeon? Yeah, I think it's alright. Kinda like it. You feel like the UI is good enough to see what needs interrupting? I mean, yeah, the interrupts are fine. The only problem I'm having right now is that Plater seems to not be working properly. As it tells me things that aren't interruptible are interruptible. I don't know if that's me set it up wrong or what's going on, but something wrong. Deaths here after that, I think. Kill the mob. The lack of spec icons and details threw me off. Oh yeah. Yeah, not ideal. Hopefully they will change that. They got a holy priest. Oh. You would think. You're in that damage chart. LS is not going to be up.
Under feet, you bring Carvras something good to eat. We'll save for snack for later.
Honestly, breaking that one was probably not smart, because now there's like a puddle here, right? With the recent buffs to auto attack, do you feel it's making a difference? It's definitely a lot, like, permafrost is a lot higher, so that's kind of cool. I've always liked the idea of permafrost. Good luck today. I've been super unlucky with pugs lately. Hell yeah, I'll make sure you record them. If you run into anything interesting, send it in. Buzzard nameplates don't tell you who interrupted. Oh, this is Plater, and yeah, no interrupts are going to be visible there. That's like protected thing now.
Now, your bones will freeze.
How's the experience for you so far with all the changes? I'll be making a whole video on my thoughts after 3 days of testing on the beta. But TLDR, it's kind of better than I thought it was going to be, frankly. Let's see how today goes. 12s to 13s are wild right now. Oh yeah. I thought they killed Plater. Nope. I mean, a big part of why I used it is gone, but I still like the way it's working and customizable and stuff. But I guess now, like, any add-on like it can do the same thing. So, whichever one you're loyal to, basically. Losing the ability to see trash mob ability cooldown sucks a lot. It is weird that that's not a thing, yeah. I guess we should probably go over there, huh? Looks like the shaman is simply not able to keep up with the healing requirement. They're just like, health's just like constantly going down. +8. If you guys are doing 8s, make sure you're recording them, that's for sure. Gonna be some great moments in those. It's like a battle to survive this fight, it looks like. We'll get through it though. Never lost it though. Spanning an 8? How is that even possible? Oh, the spans are always possible. Failing one, that's a different question. And that's why we want to see the review. So far, I've had 2 tanks get knocked from last boss and Arakara. Oh yeah. Okay. You need to attack a target, and we're currently not for some reason. I didn't even know tanks could get 1 shot from the second boss charge. I don't think they should be. Usually when it hits me, it like does like 20% of my health or something. How are things going? Enjoying the tutor role? Yep. I didn't record, but I'd go back, but I do recall HP going from 100 to 0. Yeah, surprised to hear that, honestly, but you never know. These people are wearing paper. Maybe he stood in the AoE stuff. Yeah, probably the dot got him low and then the thing finished him off.
We could probably use these parts. Arms and legs are in short supply. Thanks for your contribution.
Couldn't tell because the boss likes to target me and I have to run away. Yeah. Yeah, that's the best part about recording is a lot of times in the heat of the moment you'll never really be able to figure it out, but if you go and look back at it, it'll be obvious. They brought a Lich dungeon back, Wrath of the Lich King, yeah. I'm shocked too, frankly, but this one's pretty good. I'm satisfied with it.
Work must not be interrupted. Ick, take care of him. No, that one. That one. Get that one. I changed my mind. Go get that one instead. What are you attacking him for? The dangerous one is over there, fool! Enough moving around! Hold still while I blow them all up!
I prefer one of the Nerubian dungeons or
Take care of
the fun with the funky music theme, Soul Forger or whatever it's called. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I don't know. Not sure why they chose any Wrath dungeon, but I like how this one's a little bit more wide open and there's a lot of things you can do in it.
changed my mind. Go get that one instead. Attacking him for? The dangerous one is over there, fool! Enough moving around. Hold still while I blow them all up.
I think this incoming season will be great. Nice. Glad to hear the optimism. It's gonna be an interesting season, but I think the dungeon pool's probably solid. I mean, we don't know what, I haven't done the other 4 yet, but I'm gonna go ahead and assume it's these 3 are gonna be, or these 4 are gonna be ones that people like.
Must not be interrupted. Ick, take care of him.
Yeah, I think it's a big problem with the old dungeons. Like, a lot of them are just an actual hallway.
No, that one. Get that one.
Not fixating on the target anymore, he's just attacking me now. That was weird. I wonder if maybe they shadow melded or something.
Attacking him for? The dangerous one is over there, fool!
Weird, just not many people streaming Midnight so far since Mythic Plus came out. Oh no.
While I blow them all up.
You sure? Phase 4 remix also? I guess.
Don't kill me, please. I'll tell you everything.
This would make me nostalgic for our tanking as unholy. Oh yeah.
Nat, death is all that awaits you. Do not think that I shall permit you entry into my master's sanctum so easily. Pursue me if you dare.
I thought most would have been sick of remix by now. Oh yeah. Yeah, honestly, I definitely still enjoy it, but a lot of the stuff I wanted to do was early on, and now that's done. Probably the biggest thing that was a turnoff was that you had to do Mythic Gul'dan to finish Balance of Power. Didn't realize that was gonna be a thing. So that kind of stuck in my mouth a bit. I'm more on retail, but I just want to buy some remix items. Yeah, no doubt. I still would like to get a few things. Can't decide between Unholy and Feral. Oh yeah. I've heard Unholy's not performing very well on the beta, but plenty of time for that to get resolved, I guess. Unholy feels really weak. Oh yeah. Food is also easy to get invited to groups with, is it? Why? Historically, Feral's been among the worst picks in Mythic Plus Pugging, but I think it's growing in acceptance. Mostly Mark of the Wilds. Oh yeah. Yeah, that's valuable. Death Knights don't have it. And they have cute cat forms. That's true, they do. Yeah. That's a good point. Okay, 81% after that split. Is that enough? That's the question. Probably not. I don't know. I can name my druid Katy Perry. Oh. Is healer damage generally this low in midnight? Yeah, that's what we were saying before. It does feel like healer damage is... I have yet to see any remarkable numbers. But, you know, there's a lot of healing changes, so it's very possible that people are just overwhelmed with the healing portion. You guys at least trying, but we can't really look at it on the fly. I saw Preservation Invoker doing some nuts DPS, but that's about it. Oh yeah. Something happened with my phone overnight. I woke up and it was dead, even though it was on the charger. I don't know if there's something wrong with the charger or if there's something wrong with the phone, but I guess I got it fixed now. It seems to be good. I'm worried there might be something wrong with the charger though. Yeah, I think it might be the charger. Are you sandland now? Yeah, we're hoping to see preservation. I don't think we've seen one yet. We invited a few, but they just don't come. I don't think Sandland has Reaper's Mark. Nope. Not yet, at least. Eventually, you'll probably get so many talent points that you'll be able to pick both your talents. I'm used to the blue blood. Yeah, that's just not something I transferred over to the beta. Haven't gotten into tanking yet. I'll let the real gamers figure out routes first. So yeah, it's nothing really to figure out, honestly. It's pretty straightforward nowadays. When they eventually de-prune again, it will just merge hero talents into the baseline talents. Yeah, maybe. Who knows what the future of hero talents looks like after all these cost changes. Devourer seems a little low on the DPS meters too so far. Yeah, I haven't seen a lot of good numbers from them either. But I think it's just so many people just trying it out without having really any inkling of how to maximize it. Keep in mind, nobody knows how to play it yet. Yeah. I don't know how complicated it is, but I'm sure there's a lot of people who are not maximizing it regardless of its complexity. It's a pretty easy spec, yeah, I would imagine. If it's attached to Havoc as DPS spec, I bet it's very simple, but could be like talents and obviously there's a lot of, I mean, all new talent points for it, right? And it's all different. Destro Apex talent visually looks so good. Blizzard always cooks with locks, so yeah. Well, what is their Apex talent? New Warlock utility is so incredible. Oh yeah, like what? What do they got? Yes, there's definitely enough count. We just basically need one more pack anywhere. I kind of liked where we got that extra pack, to be honest. A new capstone talent in the class tree gives AoE 100% reduced cast time in big areas. What does that mean? Gives AoE 100% reduced cast time. What is that? I don't get that. You mean like one of your spells becomes instant? Increased cast time. It's a big AoE Curse of Tongue, so. How about making Blood Shield absorb only 50% of incoming damage? That would solve the damage intake spikes. Plus that's healing talents. Actually makes sense because less on its healing would be overheal. Nothing. Human Death Knight, yeah. I like human a lot. It's easier to customize too. Night Elf. To get my Night Elf Death Knight to look that way, you gotta press a lot of buttons. If you got a human Death Knight to look good, you just press like one button. Demo locks have 2 kicks now. Oh, nice. You can do Void Elf Demon Hunter quest line. Oh, yeah? Is that in there? Yeah, sadly I just don't really have time right now. Since the coaching thing has started, I've basically just been like... It's actually kind of... Because like I have had free time, and I just don't even want to do anything. I just want to like chill out, it feels like. Because now I'm doing so much... I go like from this right to like I need to eat before practice. So it's like a race, like, alright, get off, eat, go. And then I come home, and even if I had like 2 or 3 hours free, it's just like, nah, I'm just gonna chill out. Sit here and watch TV or something. You AoE slow all cast time by 100%. When what? You shoot Sargeras death bolts. It's those shadow flame looking bolts he's shooting. Oh yeah. So it's just a new active spell or something?
Such a shameful display. You are better off dead. Such a shameful display. You are better off dead.
I like how they kept the OG feel of this fight. Oh yeah. Yeah, I don't remember much about this dungeon, frankly, so.
Such a shameful display. You are better off dead.
The new hero talent tree for Vengeance is kind of weird. Not sure if I like it yet, but it does seem to have more passive healing than Eldrachi Reaver. Oh yeah.
Such a shameful display. You are better off dead.
All the tanks in beta right now look extremely tanky. That's what I've heard, yeah.
Such a shameful display. You are better off dead.
Even Prop Pally? Probably. Maybe except Prop Pally. Oh yeah. Yeah, keeping spikes up, like I would say, get some weak wars. But yeah, unfortunately, not how it works anymore.
Display. You
Alright, it's dead.
Brave champions, we owe you our lives, our freedom. Though it be a tiny gesture in the face of this enormous
Purloined
debt,
wedding
I
ring,
pledge
crit
that from
haste.
this day forth, all will know of your deeds and the blazing path of light you cut through the shadow of this dark citadel. This day will stand as a testament not only to your valor, but to the fact that no foe, not even the Lich King himself, can stand when Alliance and Horde set aside their differences and...
No! You monster!
Wait, what?
I could not save them. Damn you, Arthas. Damn you! The Frost Queen is gone. We must keep moving. Our objective is near.
What was that? There's some RP that's changed because the fight changed or something like that?
I can't stay for long. Back to my
I
study.
guess this is meant to be a location that we care about, and that's why we come here. Is this the Halls of Reflection? I have to like go through all this stuff again. I never did Ice Crown like ever once. I want to do it at some point. I don't even have better Blizzard frames on because it was causing issues with the cast bar. What is this? Okay. The survey will ask you about your experience in Mythic Plus dungeons during the Midnight Beta. However, we ask that you keep the survey and all of its contents confidential. No. Sorry. I'll just do it off screen, I guess. Because it would probably be a good idea to do it. How are you liking the Blizzard UI so far without add-ons? Not. I guess we'll do it later. Alright, anyway. Yeah, I think it's maybe even something to do with the charging port. There's something in there. No, it won't charge. It's like not charging past 96. It's like if I like twist it, you probably can't even see, but if I like twist it this way, it stops charging. And if I push it to the right, it charges. So that's a problem. There must be something in the port, I guess, right? Why would that happen? So that was the issue. I guess it just died because it wasn't charging. Could be something that's stuck in there, right? I have like hold on, let me go get some of those. I have these applicator brushes from my time as a dental assistant. Running out of them, but there's still plenty. Let's see if we can figure something out. What's this side? they don't fit past the USB thing. So it's kind of irrelevant. I need something smaller, I guess. Yeah, too big. So that doesn't work. Let's see if somehow that did something. Oh, maybe. I think it, no, I can't tell. No. Maybe a little bit, but it's still like, it's like the charger is like moving inside the port a little bit. It looks like it's harder to get it to disconnect while it's inside. You have to like almost push it. So maybe there is something stuck in there. Anyway. I don't know what else I could use besides these. But we'll figure it out later, I guess. Anyway, thing coming up, I'm going to focus more on TBC when this drops instead. Oh yeah. Good luck. I mean, I don't know. The classic community is so fucked, it's hard to play the game. I think if you've never experienced TBC, you'd be better off doing it on a private server, honestly. Been a while since I saw that many people in Stormwind. Oh yeah. Well, the only place you can go really on this server. Alright, well let's keep signing up to other people's groups. I kind of like that, especially if they're doing like hierarchies. Which they aren't. Should we try it like hierarchy? I don't know. It doesn't really feel like it's that important to do that. The highest you can go is 15 though. Seems like wouldn't be a bad idea. Actually, I would really like to try to upgrade seat or yeah, did we did upgrade seat, didn't we? I guess it was just a 10. I swear we upgraded to 12 yesterday. We'll do seat a little bit more. Is this the best beta since War Within beta? No. There's way better betas. Let's see. Wait, we didn't buy the seat scroll, I guess. I sent some drama videos in the future with the competitive tag. It's interesting because it makes you wonder, is that like something that they're going to enforce? It will be very funny though when people who are in competitive mark groups are being anti-competitive, like that kind of behavior right there. Like that is anti-competitive. Like that's relaxed behavior. You know what I mean? If you're not gonna try to overcome failure in the middle of something that you can still succeed in, then that's not competitive behavior at all. Fuck. All right, yeah, let's go ahead and do ours. Sorry, we can't continue. The DPS is 2 item levels below recommended. I don't think we're going to take any demon hunters. Or if that tank from Brewery joins the Relax group. Yeah, that was funny. Devastation. That's like an MMA guy refusing to spar a guy ever again because he lost a round to him. That's a little different. I think you got to look at it as a team-based thing. For sure. But the way I always looked at it was the last time we talked about this heavily was the previous baseball season. And the Yankees had two of the best outfielders in MLB baseball on their team, and then their third outfielder was horrendous, like fucking awful. He was one of the worst in baseball. His name was Alex Verdugo. And so I always said, like, the equivalent of what people do in WoW is if, like, Aaron Judge and Juan Soto just, like, refused to continue playing because Alex Verdugo was on the field. You know what I mean? That's basically what these people do. It's like, okay, you're still one of the best teams in baseball, regardless of him. Just fucking pick him up, man, and do your best. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's so weird. Like, these people just give up. They don't even try, even though they can still succeed.
Something foul is stalking these grounds, heroes. Hunt it down and destroy it.
It's easy to give up, and people like easy. Yep. Why was he why the Yankees lost to the Jays this year? I was talking about the previous season. Yeah. We're already back to 100 Ks and HP. 100 Ks. I mean, it was only squished. What do you mean we're already back? I don't think it ever went below 100 K. Alright. Hey Telemir, welcome back. It is indeed Friday. Not in a big rush for anything happening in the weekend, but is the new UI any good? No. No, sir. It's better than the default UI from before, at least, but did some DPS testing and self-sustained testing last night with both Sandland and Deathbringer. I think I'll be sticking with Sandland. Oh, yeah. Why? What? Based on what? So it's another 34-minute dungeon. Another one that we probably would be really better off doing Bloodlust on the first pack here. The party frame being in the center is very distracting. Well, I did that because I need my health bar. I need a health bar. I don't know what I'm going to do for it once the game comes out, but as of right now, that's our only shot. It's somewhat useful. If I could turn off like that green text on there, I think that might actually be a little bit more useful than I give it credit for. It's not the damage type weak ore, but it's at least showing me the damage I'm taking a little bit clearer. I guess we're lagging. Yep. I wouldn't mind if you were able to hide the portrait. Yeah, that's gotta go. That's gotta go. But it looks like we're gonna need an add-on for that. This healing that these mobs do is really out of control. It's so much. Like, we have good damage dealers and these mobs are still very healthy. You see, as soon as the healing wears off, they start falling apart. Hey Mansoor, welcome back. Yeah, they're healing for like 5% of their health every second or something. Moral strikes would be nice, yes, but there's like, I think it applies it to all the mobs. I don't really know, because it does a cast, and then there's like no buff or anything, and all of a sudden the mobs are just not going down. And I'm not sure why. Yeah, so I'm thinking maybe the first pull should be that pack, and this pack together, and that's less. I don't know if that's too difficult. Subjugators are pretty challenging. Not in, oh shit, boss pretty aggroed. Yeah, that's kind of a weird thing. As soon as the guy with the chains is killed, then the boss comes out. Not great. Oh wow. Well, that's nice. Why do they all say unknown? I don't. Okay, we got a little lucky there. They spawned all perfect, and then we did that. I almost wiped this. I have yet to see them die before the crashing void comes out, I don't think. Bubbled. How about you, instead of dancing around, you put the fucking mechanics in a good spot. That puddle hits hard. Looks like Taco Bell's new item. Yes, I've been watching. Been seeing a lot about it. If anybody tries it, let me know. I do not like, so let me tell you, I fucking hate onions. Like, I won't eat something with onions on it, and it's for two reasons. One, because of the taste. I hate the taste of it. But two, also because of the texture of it. Oftentimes onions are in something that's soft or chewy, and then they're usually crunchy, and the taste is bitter. So it's like a terrible, terrible combo, okay? But peppers and tomatoes are similar in texture to onions in my eyes, and I don't like those either. I would eat with them because the flavor's fine. I don't like dislike the taste of them, but the actual texture I don't like. So I would imagine something with peppers on it is gonna have that texture no matter what. But people were telling me that the new offering has the peppers really small, so you would only really like get a chunk, like a chewy flesh taste of peppers if there was like a bunch of them kind of together. So I may try it, but I really don't have money to waste on something I'm not going to enjoy. So I don't know. I probably won't get it. I'm going to maybe try to get one more Flamin' Hot burrito because those were really fucking good. No idea why we are going all that. Yeah, if the peppers are like really soft, then I wouldn't even, yeah, it'd be fine. But it's like, I don't know, it's just something about like the difference in texture that really, really bothers me. Like, to eat a pepper, I wouldn't hate it. But to eat a pepper when it's like in rice, I would hate it. What is going on right now? Okay, just fucking wipe this up, man. I'm not trying to pull out this extra trash. No idea why we're aggroing all that. Okay. Currently, I'm trying to figure out what's giving me a bone shield charge when I press blood boil. Is that a thing? Not a thing for me, it looks like. Maybe it's a hero talent for Sandline or something? Hey, Luna, long time no see. Okay.
Only the strongest survive.
It's like this paladin just like can't help but move around in circles. Are people really trying to vote to disband in the beta? I mean, honestly, I'm ready to give up. I don't know what this guy's doing. He keeps aggroing trash over and over again. No, I'm just dead. Paladin has negative spatial awareness. Yep. Shadowlands does that. Oh, yeah. Oh, Sandland you're talking about. That's what gives you the blood boil charge. Oh, we won't be upgrading this. I'm in the beta too, playing all healers to check them out. Oh, cool. If you want to do some keys together, let me know. We'll be doing them for the next 4 hours or so. And we gotta go trash again.
Only the strongest.
Yeah, you're welcome to sign up. Just let me know what your characters are and we'll get you in. How is Blood feeling? I'll be making a whole video on my thoughts on all the stuff we tested this week. Tomorrow. Oh, look at that. What is that? It's actually pretty cool looking. Okay, I guess we're not going to get an answer on that. I have no idea what the fuck that was. Done that dungeon like 6 times already. I've never seen anybody aggro trash that frequently. Playing without their monitor on might be the new meta, maybe. I suppose it's possible. Sub-rogue, okay. Haven't seen a lot of those. We have Resto Shaman already, so we're good on Lust. Would explain the no answer and headless chicken. Yeah, I mean, I don't know what the fuck that was. That was really weird. And then ... after we wiped through the same pack 4 times because I keep losing all my CDs on the pull. Yeah, no, I'm not taking any China guys. I read Blood Death Knight received auto attack buff and some other good stuff. Yeah, you would think. Unfortunately, they aren't very good. All the new talents suck. I'm kind of shocked with that, actually. I thought they were going to be way better. I finally beat Kyvexa after around 300 attempts. Oh yeah. How is the change to that? Does that make it better? I guess we're just not going to be able to be picky. There's not a lot of people signing up. Let's get them in and let's get going.
Something foul is stalking these grounds, heroes. Hunt it down and destroy it.
Nerf to shadows makes it a little easier, and it's not like substantial change, I guess. Aquamind, welcome. Oh, nice. I can't decide if Pharaoh or Ellie would be better for her. I play one with Rhett in the beta and I like it, though I hear rep players are upset. Oh, yeah. Okay. How you doing? I'm doing good. How about you? Before nerf, you had to exactly look at the shadows. Now you could be a little left to right. That's good, because that was really wild.
Entwines with mine.
Let's see what less looks like if we can get it done on the first pull. I just don't know, like, are they healing twice as much now? I don't really understand this healing thing. Don't look like maybe they're healing more often though. It's still going up 5% every time, but I'm not sure why. What are the new damage meters like? Garbage. Like a bad dream. Cops Live doing some stuff on the second channel, yeah. See, right there was a situation where I was standing in D&D, the mobs were standing in D&D, but the mob ran right by me because I didn't get a blood boil off. That's a situation where the old, like with Shattering Bone, the Shattering Bone would have kept threat. But now I have to actually be more actively gathering threat. Did you get used to playing without incoming damage weak ores? I'll never get used to playing without that. Like, there'll be so many situations over the course of a season where I need to look back, and that was the #1 thing that I used to do that, so I'll never get, like, that's not replaceable. Can I play without it? Yeah, obviously, but doesn't mean it's replaceable. Yeah, see again. Same thing again, the mob just ran right through my D&D. So that's gonna make it a lot worse. This guy's gonna do the fight with 20% mana? Okay. Up to you. Oh, he's drinking now. It seems to make me think that, like, people are not coming with mana drinks at all. It's like I never see anybody drink. Like I just whiffed with a stun totem. These are not even touched. These are getting there near full health. That's pathetic. Gotta switch to him. Man with the harmonica, what's up? Welcome. Have you tried Sandland? Yeah, we did actually a little bit yesterday. Sub Rogue's looking good, oh yeah. Good to hear this. Okay, so that's perfect. That's just lucky, though. I want to try the new Void Demon Hunter. Oh, yeah. It looks great, like, visually. Hey Jambo, welcome back. Glad to see you. What are you up to? Caliban throwing money around. That's
Champions, over here.
appreciated.
Money bag emoji.
Is building up its presence near the temple.
Thanks a lot, man. What are you up to as well?
Disrupting their efforts would
Money
be
bag
an
emoji
assault.
back, right back. Yeah, I appreciate
Also,
that.
the
$5.
commander here has a particular item that would be useful to me.
Blarg as well,
Figure
welcome.
out their motives.
Just so you guys are aware, it seems like we're going by our handles on here now instead of our actual display names. So if your handle is something different than what your display name was, you can either change it or you'll be referred to by your handle now, it looks like. I have no idea why that's the case. YouTube just randomly changed that overnight. I played some beta the other day. Prop Pally felt like a Rep Pally. Divine Hammer is tied to Templar. Oh yeah. I hate the display name change. Oh yeah. Oh, you can always change your handle, but yeah. It was hammered in every 1 minute. Uh-oh. Oh, we didn't aggro 3 packs while fighting this one. That's good. Good start. Yeah, if you guys don't like what it says on the screen and how we interact with it, then like I could recognize a couple people by the avatar, but there's no way I'm gonna recognize everybody. So if you want your name to be something, then you'll have to change it. I don't think it's very difficult to change it or anything, but just a pain in the ass, I guess. Morning, Lazy Eyes, welcome. I was excited for Prot Warrior because new talent Javelineer had a silence component to Heroic Throw, and on the beta it was removed. Oh, was it really? People were just talking about it yesterday. Oops, I'm not alive. We'll work on that shit, bro. Life's too short to be dead. That's what I always say. Okay, so if it pats out this way, this is actually, I think this is better count-wise. Oh yeah, we should have lusted here, I guess. I didn't even think about what our second lust was going to be. They increased the CD for rogue throw to 15 seconds, and I was like, okay, that's fair. And in beta, it's not there. Oh yeah. You think it's just like not pushed live yet, or? Rogue throw also has a dead zone. Oh wow, that's interesting. I didn't know there was still spells in the game with dead zones. That's crazy. Remember when Charge had a dead zone? It actually probably still does, right? You can't charge standing right next to a mob, can you? Warrior has all the dead zones now, and that's it. Nobody else has any. Is base armor increase notable? I would say we are more passively defensive, you know. But a lot of people suggest that all tanks are very overpowered right now. And so that may not be intentional. But from what I can tell, Blood Death Knight versus content, I own it still. And it feels like I don't even have to death strike most packs. It's so annoying to tab target a mob and press charge and go nowhere, I can imagine. Prop Pally is unfortunately not overpowered at all. Oh no. I guess that's a good thing. That may indicate that it's not all tanks. They're gonna close the Prop Pally Discord. Oh, again. Abraham Lincoln? Who gives a shit about what he thinks? He's fucking dead for like... How long has he been dead? Like 100 years or something? Small sample size, but I thought Templar Prot was pretty strong. Oh yeah. Well, you're a large person, so I wouldn't say that. Don't sell yourself short. It's probably usually on the test realms where things scale, it's usually harder to do sub 10s than it is above. Usually the scaling is like you scale to 5 and then nothing else. So if you do a 7, you're actually doing a key that's like harder numerically than a 10. The username is Lincoln. Oh, like the card. Lincoln Lawyer or whatever. 160 years she's been dead. Roughly 4 score. Oh wow, really? That's ironic. That was like his famous quote for whatever reason. He was talking about Mythic plus score, I guess. How in depth is your video going to be Saturday? I'll just be going over the Blood Death Knight or the dungeon stuff, that's all, yeah. I don't know exactly what I'm going to say just yet, but I'll be giving my thoughts on all the things that I feel are relevant to Blood Death Knight. Okay, so I think this first. Honestly, I don't know. Here, see, that didn't even get all of them. Do you have any thoughts on any DPS healers you're interested in playing with? No. I mean, obviously, Resto Shaman is going to be mandatory because they're the only one with a kick, but outside of that, no. Oh, the trash aggro. Alright, yeah, I don't think this really works. I think we have to do the Warden last. 4 score and 7 bricked keys ago. Yeah. Oh, he's too far away. The changes making Judgment into Hammer of Wrath during Wings I thought was amazing. Oh yeah. That's interesting. Historically on live, Hammer and Wrath on prod did 0 damage. On my testing, it was really good DPS. That's cool. It used to generate holy power, I think is why it was used, right? I don't even know, it's been so long. I don't actually have a repair mount, right? Nope. It's got a new spell icon too. Oh wow, really? Think of the bubble taunt, which never works in the first season of Shadowlands Dragonflight. Why? Those raid frames are looking okay. I would use those to heal. These? Yeah, they don't look any different to me. They look the same as I always have. You can just change the size of the icons now. That's, like, from what I could tell, the only actual difference. Well, what was that about to do? I was about to get overloaded and explode. Is that what that was? I didn't know that was part of the fight. How about the meters resetting when you leave a dungeon? Oh, I fucking raged. So, that was like the most angry I have been in years at this game. When that happened the other day. Let's see what happens if they explode. I'm not gonna soak them. A bad dot and they do some damage and that's it. Doesn't seem like it was even that bad. I hate when the damage mirrors reset. Yeah, that's just not acceptable if you ask me, but I assume it's a bug and it will be fixed. Because if in any way that's intended, then I'm done. Their damage meters will not be functional. I don't like how you have to right click a name to see a breakdown. Oh, it's horrendous, yeah. And it overlaps the other thing. And it doesn't even seem to work half the time. I'm not sure why it overlaps the other thing, but at least for me, it's overlapping my other bar. You need to make it mouse over. Yeah, definitely. Or, you know, just allow details to continue to be an add-on. That's a pretty good option, too, I think. My AMS tab. Good. Solo save should be easy, but it's a long fight. 9 million was when they all died. Not sure how long it takes to do this much damage now, but it's gonna take a while. There's 2 of them, but it only gives 1 dot, which is kind of weird. And if you soak it, does anything happen? It's also a dot. It's actually a worse dot, it looks like. It's gonna take a long time. Nameplates are still awful. I did Pitasara and the nameplates were like in the floor. Yeah, they're not sticking around. As long as there's add-ons, I'm never gonna use the Blizzard default nameplates. It's really weird how bad they are. Like, they're the most important tool on the screen for me a lot of times. And they just seem to put like 0 effort. It's not even really understanding. It seems like they don't understand why there's nameplates in the first place. Because the way things work with nameplates is very strange. It's like it doesn't tell you any actual information, and they're constantly like bumping into each other and colliding, and there's a lot of weird problems with the default. It's hard to click on them, IMO, compared to Plater. Yeah, although I've been having that issue with Plater too. I can't get it to work now because we're fighting the boss, but it seems like if I don't click like kind of in the center of the plate, it doesn't register the click. I don't know if that's just something with the setup or the add-ons buggy or what, but yeah, I'm using Plater, yeah. I think we're getting all of those. Doesn't really matter. If we get none, we AMS. All the same. Yeah, info, you can just go in the Discord. There's a person who made the Plater. They're working on it still. I mean, most of the features of why Plater was great don't exist anymore, but outside of that, everything's good. How do you feel about not seeing other people's kicks? It's awful. Pretty much all the stuff we lost is awful. And I don't know how much it's going to matter. You know, I think that's really maybe the big thing that I'll talk about tomorrow. But that level of information is just really... It sets the game back big time because it felt like a huge competitive, like, you know, like, let's be competitive. We're going to do these things. It's going to make our lives easier. And now Blizzard's like, yeah, no, we don't want you to do those things because casuals suck at figuring out how to get add-ons. You know what I mean? Like, what? That's such a stupid fucking reason. Like, I really don't get it. It's a really bad reason. From what I can tell, that's the only reason. Didn't Blizzard say they'd make an interrupt tracker? I don't think so. I mean, there's a lot of stuff that's just no longer... Like weak cores and add-ons used to do that just don't seem to be on Blizzard's radar, and there's no indication that they're doing it. Like, I'm sure there's a lot more to come over not even just this expansion, you know? Like, for years to come, they'll keep adding UI elements, but how long? You know what I mean? We're gonna wait for like a year to get stuff back that we should have never lost in the first place, right? Doesn't make any sense to me. I did hit on Prot Warrior and I'm just watching Cass go off, and I'd like to know if we overlapped. Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, it's very important information to know, especially in the Pug world, because if you see the same person overlap with you over and over again, then you would adjust what you're doing. But if you don't have that information, you're just fucking guessing and you're hoping. You know what I mean?
Removing the obstacles between me and this staff, heroes. Yes, this will do nicely.
The interrupt thing on the details, that just shows when they used it, not, it doesn't show like a cooldown or nothing.
Trying to break in. Eliminating him will give us an opportunity to get in ourselves. I'll see to opening.
Hey, SLB, welcome. I guess it's easier on my mental to say, yeah, these pros, we just keep overlapping. Yeah, it's kind of interesting because, like, you won't dwell on it if you see it happen. But it's also like, I mean, that's not really the way you should look at it, you know what I mean? The healer's gear is broken apparently, and he doesn't know how to solve it, so I guess we're either going to continue on until this sand elemental spawns or what? I don't know. Not sure what we're doing. All of a sudden he's healing again, so I guess he got it fixed. Are the Void Demon Hunters doing big damage? Not in my experience, no. It looks fucking awesome though. You have an early take on the dungeons? These ones that we've done so far are fine. We'll have to wait until we see the other 4, I think, before I would give any thoughts on dungeon stuff. Pit of Sauron was a lot better than I thought it was going to be, so that's good.
On occasion, time is simply not
Why is Eternus stalking though? Weird. Do you think they will nerf the amount of healing a tank is required? I'm playing on beta and 70% of my total healing is on the tank currently. Really? What tank? I don't think that's just how it, I don't know. That just means the damage dealers aren't taking any damage or something? Yeah, it doesn't sound like my... Certainly not my life as a Blood Death Knight. We can try to combine these two packs? No, that's a terrible idea. We'll get the Pat with the Shadow Weaver alone first. Yeah, see, I'm not clicking that. Did you see that? Look at it. Look at, I'm targeting, my mouse is on the frame and it's not clicking it. You have to be like inside a certain part of the bar for it to click. It's like whatever the default of Plater is the only like actual, because I made them wider. I think that might be what's going on. The default of Plater is the only actual part that you can click. Anything that you change won't work or something. Is that like that with the default frames too? Or might not even be related to the add-on. Makes it very hard to interrupt things. I don't even notice threat on Blizzard nameplates either. I don't know. Yeah, I haven't used them. Not sure how that part works. Plater out of the box was obvious for threat and Blizzard was not. Yeah, I mean that's one of the biggest issues with nameplates from Blizzard. The whole, like, all the time. They don't seem to ever like they never have cared about threat for some reason. As far back as like TBC there was nameplate threat things. And Blizzard all these years never cared about it. Never showed any type of interest in making that part of the game. Omen threat meter. Good old days. Oh, do we have count? We must. I don't think we pulled anything differently. These guys give 2.5 each. Yeah, I remember it was like a chart, right? Omen threat meter. It was like basically only usable for single targets. Not a fan of DPS meters showing class icons. Yeah, I don't think anybody is. I assume that will be customizable in the future. How late into the future, though, is the question. I'm very, 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 very unhappy with the damage meters. This, in my eyes, should be the thing that works the best right now. But I guess if you try to see it from Blizzard's perspective, it's the most optional of the add-on changes they're implementing. Like, you don't actually need damage meters, you know what I mean? But you do need, like, nameplates and, you know, all the other stuff that they've been working on. Those things are pretty much needed for combat. Whereas damage meters, it's like, it's nice and it's very, very helpful and it's good for analysis, but it's not actually required. You could turn off the class icons, really? What, it's just nothing? I think having the class icon is better than no icon, but obviously we'd like to see the spec icon at a glance so we know what specs people are playing with. It's more of like a streamer thing, I think, honestly, though. Because I know what spec I'm playing with, but you don't. Not required, but using it for analysis is my favorite part. Yeah, no, that's obviously the biggest reason that it should be there. Probably one of the top add-ons is the damage meter. Yeah, but it's funny because it's like the most optional, but it's the one that's been used. So that's my perspective on it. Like, the damage meters have existed in very good states since the Burning Crusade add-on or expansion, you know? So how the fuck is it that this is that bad after 6 weeks of it being developed? I don't know. That make a lot of sense. Do logs still work? Yeah, should be logging right now. If we could actually finish a key, we'll take a look at it. Seems to be like a big delta in single target, though. We've seen people do like 70, 80k single target, and now we're watching people do 40k as the high, so. Don't know if that's just the fight or the dungeon, maybe, but feels very long when that's the case. Yes. I think he's replying to your comment just late. But you can never tell nowadays. Hey Metro, Kyle, welcome. bosses did. 100k health. Just attack that target instead.
I sense great despair.
This last fight's quite cool.
From within.
I like the way they changed it.
Laura.
Yes, the Naru. We must get inside. Valyria, the skills you have learned can open the way.
Such The way is open. Hurry, heroes.
Maybe it is my phone.
It is rare that a Naru falls into void this way. The few cases I know of have occurred when mortals...
What talents did you opt into grabbing from the vendors?
Fascinating implications.
The vendors? You mean trinkets, I guess,
Such
probably?
musings can wait.
I grabbed these two.
This entity must
Jelly Replicator and Permafrost Essence. I was gonna say, you can buy talents? What the fuck? We're gonna do that. Did you see the blood spattered scale? Wait, no, where? What do you mean? What? Where would that be? Oh, what's the name? Oh, this game like crashes whenever we don't break these. What's the name of it? I'd like to take a look at it, but there's just so many trinkets, I can't really be bothered reading every single one of them. Especially considering I don't want to fall in love with one that ends up being a raid trinket now. So if that one's definitely a dungeon trinket, I'll check it out. For me on Warrior, it was like the first page on the right column. Alright. Now's the time to lust. And my phone won't charge with the wireless charger at all now, it looks like. I don't know what's going on.
Incoming!
Not good. I picked trinkets that said anything about healing. Too many to read though. That's what I mean, there's just an enormous amount of them. There's like 40 trinkets on there or something. That whiffed. There's like an animation to it when you can tell you're hitting it. And it looks like they go dormant for a while. Like, you don't have to hit the same one every time. I forgot to look, but is there item level scaling? I don't know. It seems weird. It doesn't look like there is. None of the gear has scaling numbers on it, so I'm not sure why. Oh, okay. So now what, he's gonna res them? Is that what this is? Why they have a little purple thing over them? You can actually clear all of them in that first phase, maybe? I don't know. Then now they're just gone. Huh, I don't know. Alright, well that went well, I guess. Well, we finished it. Not really well, but... Oh, it's not working because it's unplugged, duh.
The voices are louder, more insistent, but they do not.
Okay. Anyway, yeah, let's see if we can, if the logs are working. Let's take a look. They're working, guys. Oh, I'm gonna tell you something. They are freaking working. Working. Logs working. Alright, let's see this overall chart. It's gonna be rough because the solo, but outside that. Yeah, that's pretty nuts. We had people doing like 100k yesterday. Fire Mage guy did not do great. Yeah, Shaman DPS, 7,000 DPS. Healing rate, top damage by a lot. I was shocked to see Pit of Sauron as part of the dungeon pool at midnight. This is the first Wrath dungeon, yep. Well, they have a lot of spell instances, at least. Collapsing Star. Don't just eat, devour. That's, not really. There's really not that much to look at, though, sadly. It's not that interesting. Our damage breakdown. Oh, Rude Weapon was top that time. That's strange. Let's see our uptime on Rune Weapon then, because that seems different. 47.68%. Okay. What is that? Oh. Alright. I have fond memories of Wrath dungeons. Ran them all the time with real life friends back then. Nice. Yeah, that was back when I had friends too. Yeah, we're gonna look for that trinket. It was the only way to gear outside of raid. Yeah. And back then, like, dungeons were like a requirement for gearing before you could even raid.
Looking for something special?
Okay, so it's it has to be an on use, I guess. We're talking about an on use, right? This? Grants you an absorb shields for damage taken, and then when the shield expires, it bursts outward. 100 mastery as well. Main stat one, okay. That one sounds like it. 2.5 minute CD though is weird. Had to get those badges from Heroics, yeah. Back when Heroic Dungeons mattered, I remember getting that tier 9 set in a week and a half with those tokens I used to have. Oh yeah. Covers yourself in forfeited pulsing damage. Each time the shield loses 25% of its damage. Absorbing damage. Yeah, I mean, just log on and tell me. I'm not gonna look at all these. There's just way too many trinkets, man. Like, it goes on. There's like 4 more pages, so. This one sounded interesting, though. Let's see what this looks like. I assume that's not from a trinket, or not from a dungeon, though. What? Okay, has no visual. Thanks anyway. Alright, I guess we'll try seat more. Anybody has anything you'd like to see, let me know. Today will be the last day for these dungeons. Next week, I assume they'll have different ones. I guess Tuesday we'll probably go back to live, because there's just no way they're gonna actually get stuff out on Tuesdays, it seems. And then Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday will be our time on the beta. Hey, Rasbara, welcome. Have you tried both hero talents? Yeah, we did try Sandlane a little bit yesterday. Is the Death Strike nerf felt? No. Think you'll do any more live keys before launch? Well, I just said that Tuesday we'll go back to live, so probably, yeah. Although we tried this Tuesday and it was like actually no players, so we couldn't. But I think that's probably also because Remix. So hopefully, yeah, we'll be able to keep playing on Tuesday. And once beta's like totally done, if there's like nothing to do after next week's testing, I will probably start doing the Ogvoker thing again. But we'll see. Hard to explain, but if we do it, obviously, I'll let you know. Survival Hunter, let's see that. Frost is really powerful, right? You probably just dreamt it. I had this happen the other night. I dreamt something that I thought I actually like was real, and then when I woke up I realized I was just dreaming.
Welcome, friend. Have a good one.
Yeah, I don't think Faxi knows a lot about tank trinkets, but
Foul is stalking these grounds,
maybe.
heroes. Hunt it down and destroy it.
I pressed the button IRL, it was real. You do sound crazy, yeah. I saw it on the vendor and immediately thought of you. Yeah. That trinket like was the only reason that we had any success at all in the beginning of Shadowlands. Back when tanks were like hard to even survive one pack. Yeah, the snap threat and defense on the pole was like so crazy good. Is that the actual mage set? Must be. That does not look very good. I like the shoulders, but the rest of the color scheme is just doesn't look mage at all. It looks more like priest. I'm grabbing coffee. You're making me yawn, Metro, because you're yawning. Oh yeah, no, coffee's not gonna stop either of us yawning, I don't think. Ever since I started the coaching thing, I am just having a lot of trouble sleeping because I'm just thinking about it all the time. Lay in bed thinking about what I can do differently. Anyone in chat logged in the beta and can look for the trinket? It doesn't exist, dude. Oh, there's no trinket. He's making up this weird trinket that he thinks exists for some reason. How's Pit of Sauron as a dungeon? I quite like it. It's actually pretty nice. You must have deleted the trinket. Yeah, I bet they probably added it just to trick you, and then now it's gone. That's probably what happened. Really wish we could see how much magic damage we're taking on these packs. Streaming still once you're an NBA assistant coach. That won't happen. But if for some reason, like, I don't know what would actually have to happen for it to be like more of a time requirement. I don't think it would ever happen, right? Because like there's still always gonna be school. Unless I guess even, yeah, you'd have to be like an actual like top level head coach at college or something. But yeah, no, this will always still be what I do during the day. The whole new UI system and purging of add-ons and upside or downside as far as you're concerned when it comes to Midnight. It is a downside. If you guys haven't heard, I'm an assistant basketball coach for the 9th grade basketball team at my school. Would be cool if one thing leads to another and you progress to college coaching. That's not gonna happen. I wouldn't even know how to start. Like, I don't know. College is like, the only reason I'm the assistant at the high school is because I know the head coach. I graduated with him. So I was able to plead my case to him. But I guess like now maybe like, I think like a conceivable pathway is that like maybe a few years from now I become the head coach of the 9th grade. Or maybe an assistant coach for the varsity. And then maybe somehow from there an opportunity opens. But like I would imagine in order to become like to climb the ladder, you'd have to be an assistant coach or know somebody, you know what I mean? Or maybe be like some prolific player for the college or something. Like I don't know. I'm not interested in college athletics, frankly. I only am interested in my high school because I know half these kids from playing down in the park in the summer. Outside of that, I have no real interest. Yeah, it was like I was looking at it as like a dream thing, but things have come back down to reality since. But yeah, I'm hoping to have a great time with it and to make an impact on these kids because I do feel like these kids are very naturally talented and passionate about basketball, and that was like, it's kind of interesting because when I was in high school, the kids who seemed to be naturally talented and passionate about basketball, or the kids who seemed to be naturally talented, did not seem to have great talent or passion towards basketball. They were like multi-sport athletes and they didn't seem to love the sport. They just played it because they were very good at it. And the ones who had the most passion about basketball were me and my friends who we never played at all. Like we were, you know, second string, maybe third string kind of thing. But like I loved basketball and I still love it, and all my friends that I still keep in touch with, they still love it, and we still play, a lot of us, you know. So all the guys, so now I've gotten back in touch with the guys who were the first stringers, and I've asked every one of them because I was like sure the answer was going to be yes. I was like, you guys still play basketball, right? And they're like, no, I haven't played basketball in like 15 years. I was like, shit. Like, so it's like, yeah, I don't really think. Yeah, but this group is like the opposite. Like,
The Shadow Guard is building up its
the best players on the team seem to absolutely adore the sport, and it seems, from what I can tell, to be their main sport, and that's it.
Also, their commander here has a particular
100% this new generation wants to win more than ever in sports. Oh, really? Well, that's good. I don't know about that part yet, but
stop to their efforts.
yeah, to me at least, passion does equal a better base than natural skill, because if you're passionate, you'll be there early and there late, you know what I mean? Like, you'll care more and things will matter more to you and you'll take it more serious. Unfortunately, the problem is, like, I think, I don't know, it's hard to explain. Like, one or two of the kids that are the best in this boat are, like, also the ones that are the most, like, they're fucking around the most. Like, I just cannot get this one kid I've played with a lot, and I feel like I have a really good connection with this kid. And he's very short, but he's a very dynamic player because of his height. I think he's probably barely 5 feet. Honest, I don't know. I'm not very good with height below 6 feet, to be honest. But he's very short, and he's gonna get outclassed against other guards, even his own age. But he is a dynamic basketball player, and he understands what he needs to do to get open and score. But every time he does it, he does this little flick, underhanded layup. And the other day in practice, they were doing drills, like live drills, and he got blocked 3 times. The same way he does these underhanded layups, and he gets blocked. And I was like, brother, what do you need to see in your basketball to stop doing that? Like, I mean, you're at an incredible disadvantage as it is, and every time you go up for a layup, you get blocked. What more do you need to see before you change your approach? I don't know how to help him. I don't know how to convince him to stop doing that, you know? But anyway, Nate Robinson and Isaiah Thomas are both amazing players and are under 5'7". Whoa, Isaiah Thomas was that short? I didn't realize that. It's always frustrating when someone is talented but doesn't take it serious. Yeah, it's a weird situation because this kid is like, I mean, it's hard to say he doesn't take it serious. Because, like, he would literally, like, he would walk around town with basketball shoes in his backpack just in case he ran into a place to play basketball. That's what made me notice the kid in the first place. Because I was like, they'd be walking, all of his friends would be walking around town in sandals and shit. And he would have basketball shoes on him just in case. I was like, man, that reminds me of when we were young. Because, like, it was, like, literally... I was like, if it's sunny out, I'm wearing my basketball shoes just in case, no matter where I go. Because, like, you never know when basketball is going to creep into your day, you know? But, yeah. It's like his attitude is, like, really laissez-faire about it all. Like, he loves the sport, but I think he would rather have fun than, like, hard work. I don't know. It's very hard to explain, honestly. Because he's definitely the most passionate basketball player I've seen in this high school at that age. But he's also the one who's, like, joking around and not, like, he's always smiling and always laughing about something. And it's like, that's good, but, you know, not when you're running and you're getting punished for something and he's still joking, you know? And it's like, I don't know how to get him to just be more serious about life. Maybe more about life in general, I think. Fuck you, why? What did I do? Yeah, I know who Isaiah Thomas is. I didn't realize he was that short, though. But yeah, the team is so good. Like, I'm so happy with this team, and I hope that it'll go the way I expect it to. It's good and bad, and screw that troll. Someone didn't get enough attention as a child. Oh, that's fine. Happy to give him the attention he didn't get from his parents. Well, yeah, I tried it last year. I tried to get him to watch. I've already forgotten these people's names. But last year I tried to get him to watch the guy from Miami? No, not Miami. Tennessee. What was that guy's name? He was like 5'8". I was like, watch him play basketball, dude, because he is like, you want to watch this guy. He is an incredible playmaker, and he's 5'8". But I remember him saying, he's like, well, he's still 6 inches taller than me or something like that. I was like, well, don't worry about that. You're comparing it to other people differential, like your height differential. It doesn't have to be you to him. But yeah, there's like, and then the funny thing, the other guy, the other point guard on the team is the nephew of my old coach. And the son of the police chief in my town that got arrested for corruption, basically. But he's more disciplined and more serious, but he's even shorter. He's got to be under 5 feet. So it's like kind of unfortunate because like the most skilled players on the team are all like impossibly short. And I was trying to explain them when they're running sets. I was like, listen, you guys have to rely on your bigs here. Like, there's no way we're going to reliably be able to get you guys looks at this height. Like, you are totally outclassed by guards your own age. But that's fine. We can still win easily if you guys know what your role is. And then neither of them are very good three-point shooters. They're both like quite mediocre three-point shooters from what I could tell. In fact, I'm not confident there's any good three-point shooters on the team. But the bigs on the team are insane. Like, there's one kid who just transferred to the school. So I didn't know him until last week. But he is without question going to be our best player. He has a natural body for it. And he is seemingly understands basketball very well. And the first day I worked with him, I told him, I was like, hey, you're not coming out further. Like, he was just kind of sitting in the middle of the lane when they're practicing these drills. I was like, you will never get an entry pass in the middle of the lane. It's just not possible. Come out further and then make a big step towards the rim and attack. And he does exactly, like, I swear he's mirroring my body. Like, he's trying to make his move look like my move when I showed it to him. The first day he looked like he had no idea what he was doing, and the second day he did my exact move. And I was like, what the fuck? This kid's like a natural. Like, I literally showed him one thing, and now he does the exact same thing I did. So it's like, okay, you gotta be careful with that, I think. But wow, is that impressive. But he's really quiet and reserved, and I don't know him at all, so it's like, I want to try to be like, hey, I want to help him. Like, of all the people, I want to help him the most, because I feel like him and I have a very similar career trajectory at this school. Because the coaches, like, they don't really take him serious because he looks sloppy. But his size is, like, unteachable. Like, it's not, like, he will be a major player in the future of the school if he continues with it. You should recruit your team to play WoW. I talked to some of these kids about WoW, and they don't even know what WoW is. When I told them that I was a streamer and shit, they're like, oh, what do you play, Fortnite or something? I was like, no, I play World of Warcraft. And they're like, what's that? Like, they genuinely never heard of it before. I don't think it's like, I don't know, like NBA guards, like NBA guards are still very tall. I don't know. I think it's like really hard to look at the NBA and think, all right, you guys should watch this player. Because they do things so differently than in high school, and there's different rules as well. Like the way they like the gather step and all the things that like are like semi-travels in the NBA are not allowed in high school at all. You will be called travel, so. It hurts me when people don't know WoW. How did they not see Mr. T and Ozzy commercials? I mean, some of them, I don't know. Is Mr. T still alive? Like, I don't think these people were alive when any of that was happening. I'm pretty sure to be in 9th grade right now, you have to be born in 2012 or something like that, I think, right? Yeah, they're 13 and 14, so yeah, they were born in 2012. WoW was already... 2012 was what? What expansion? I don't care if they weren't alive. I mean, if you brought that up to them, they probably wouldn't even know who Mr. T was. I get that. I mean, I get what your point is about height, but I don't think Steph Curry or Kyrie Irving score because they're like crafty. You know what I mean? I was looking for. I can't remember what this guy's name is, but he played for Tennessee. And he's really small, and he had these like weird braids. But he is the definition of like, if you're an undersized guard, you look at this guy's game because it's like legitimately like he has only his craftiness. Like, that's all. He doesn't have, he's not an incredible shooter. He's not super powerful. He's not like a, you know, it was just pure craftiness. I have to look back at that team last year. It was on the tip of my tongue, and now I just can't remember it at all.
Thank you for removing the obstacles between me and this staff, heroes. Yes, this will do nicely. You'll find their vice room near the entrance to the temple, feebly trying to break in.
I don't know, though. I don't think, like, 4 less in here works out very well.
Eliminating him.
There was never a pack that it was like, yeah, we should have lessened that.
I'll see to opening the way once he's taken care of.
Is fantasy rank this year? Let's see. Yeah, they're 20. Perfect. Alright, wait, this is a shortcut. Let's see. Roster. Oh, you can't look at it that way. Alright, schedule. 2025. Chaz Lanier, is that? No, that was another player on the team. Sakai Ziegler, that's his name. Yeah. And how tall is he? Probably should focus up, but now it's driving me crazy. $5'9". Okay, so yeah. Not that short, to be honest, but still. Spud Webb won the dunk contest 1 year back in the 80s. Yeah, that is pretty crazy. Those guys can jump like that. They had one of the rims lowered because I guess there was younger kids in the gym. And I tried to dunk on, I guess, what would have been like a 9-foot rim. I don't even know, and I still couldn't do it. I probably could have if I like stretched, but it was like, I tried twice and I just felt like so embarrassed. I was like, I can't even dunk on a 9-foot rim, man. Forget it. Don't even try. Threes are worth more than dunks. That's what I always used to say. Mine count for 2, yours count for 1. That's what I always used to say when everybody would dunk. Back in the day. But the counterpoint was that it's almost never more electric. Like a big dunk, a breakaway dunk, you know what I mean? That almost does count for more because it really elevates the excitement. Now, if you're Jack Golke and you go like 10 for 10 against Kentucky, then that's more exciting than one dunk. But in order to be that exciting as a three-point shooter, you got to make a ton of them. Yeah, so Steph is like the reason, right? That's right. Like, he just goes off, like hits 6 in a row kind of thing, you know? But your average person is not. You're not going to make that many in a row. Steph's got such a unique like shot form too that it's always interesting. This guy's serious. Where do I buy a blacksmith hammer? Oh god. It's funny, he said he wouldn't teach kids his form, he would teach them Clay's form. Yeah. I've heard people say that. Or I've heard people comment on that, and they say that he says that because he doesn't want people to be as good of a three-point shooter as him. But I think it's genuinely the case. Like, his form is not ideal. He just put, like, mad reps in. What is that on the ground? Is that meant to be a flame? Wait, is my graphics, like, really low? I bet they are. I never even looked at that. How do you look at that now? I don't even know where you look at that now. Oh, here. No, they're 10. The game like looks like kind of shit, doesn't it? I don't know what it is. Like, what is that on the ground? That does not look like a spell. Is that Flame Strike? That's Lake of Fire from the lock. Oh yeah. It doesn't look very good, right? Too many threes ruin the game. I can't watch an NBA game. My team is the reason why the Celtics shoot 50 a game. And my team is the reason why the Celtics shoot too many guys. Yeah. It is kind of crazy because now even like traditionally like bigs and shit, like guys who should never take a three are taking threes like crazy too. My sibling's grandmother had a stroke yesterday. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Your sibling's you're not. Okay. Anyway, yeah, no worries. I hope everything's okay. Good you're here. Is there a blood spattered scale trinket on the beta right now? Oh my god, why would you even ask me? Yeah, blood spattered scale is the other side trinket, yep. Jambo had this dream, I guess, where he thought there was a trinket that was like identical to it, to the point where I would see it and immediately associate it with blood spattered scale. And then he was like, go check it out. And I was looking and I looked through like 3 pages of trinkets and there wasn't anything even close. So I just gave up. But he's convinced that there's one. He says he has it on his warrior and paladin, but I checked his armory and he hasn't logged on those characters in years, so I think it's all fake. Like I think 100% of this is not real. I'll message you in Discord if it somehow becomes a real trinket, sure. Thanksgiving, 1 week from today, Thanksgiving will be over, huh? That's kind of sad, actually. It's actually kind of fucking pathetic. I have no idea why Thanksgiving goes, like, totally without any fanfare. Meanwhile, people still have Christmas, like, people put Christmas decorations up months ago. Thanksgiving just doesn't matter to people, I think.
I sense great despair emanating from within.
Going the wrong way there.
Yes, the Naru.
Is there any Thanksgiving songs or music?
Illyria, the skills you have
There's
learned
tons of Christmas music.
Such chaos. The way is open.
There's a lot of RP here.
Hurry, heroes.
I go from Halloween decorations straight into Christmas, yeah.
It is rare that a Naru falls into void.
Look at somebody's
this way.
typing in. Are they replying to me?
Cases I know of have occurred
Christmas
when
starts
more
November 1st
people
for me.
involved.
Why'd that get brought up?
Fascinating implications.
Such
Anyone
news
want to
is
join
simple.
Goon Guild?
This entity must die.
I don't see a trinket with that icon. Oh, it's definitely not the icon. He was saying that, like, basically his... I swear he's making it all up. He said that, like, the trinket is, like, the same thing. It's an on-use, and it's a big burst of damage, and then it puts a shield on you. And that, as soon as I saw it, I would recognize it as that. And I looked through all of them, and I was like, there's nothing like that. There was one that was, like, somewhat similar, but it didn't do exact... I don't remember why it was different. But he was like, no, that's not it. I was like, oh. My mom was born on Thanksgiving. Oh, wow. That must have been tough. I love Christmas time. I mean, to be fair, I do too, but I really like Thanksgiving too. I honestly think I like Thanksgiving as much as I like Christmas. It's just proportionally not as celebrated. Oh, that's at Ilaria. Shit, what the hell am I doing? I try to hit Ilaria with it. These people are struggling on this Mechanica. Well, I guess we're probably not going to upgrade it. So hitting it again does nothing, right? Yeah. Alright, how we going, brother?
Incoming!
There's no boss music. Yeah, it's really weird because this is an old dungeon too, so I don't know why. Makes it. They must be trying to change the music and they just haven't finished it yet, I guess. Dawnbreaker, obsidian beams. Yeah, similar. Well, that's a shame. I was really hoping to upgrade this. Guess we can try it again. A lot of deaths. And honestly, I think our single target is very weak. Are the midnight dungeons any good? I haven't done them yet. I don't know. I was waiting for Mythic Plus. So next week we're gonna really, next week we're gonna really have a lot of work. Because I've never done those dungeons, not even entered them, not even seen them. Yeah, I have no idea why Eternatus is there. This happened a few times now. Generous bundle of petrified roots? What is that?
More insistent. But they do not control me.
No idea.
You asked me to teach you to use the void as a weapon. Now that weapon is you.
Yeah, so she what, like, absorbs that Naru, and then that's why she becomes, like, Fel infused? Survival looks alright, I guess. I don't know. Wait, what the fuck? Boomstick, what is that? Unload a series of 4 shotgun blasts. Is that new? They got like all new stuff, it looks like. This is their hero talent. What happened to like carve and shit? Those things are gone or what? I heard you're gonna be able to dual wield that survival now, right? Like actually. You could always do it, but maybe that's why they got rid of carve. I'm kind of surprised because it seems like now you have mostly range spells. Melee is all the way down there. Boomstick is new, got it. Alright, maybe one more. See, I don't know what else even to do with it. We haven't done a lot of Algathar, but it just doesn't feel like we need to. Pretty sure the AoE spec is built around buffing it. Oh yeah. I really wanted to see a preservation evoker. I think we'll have to just grab these guys just so we can see it. Arms, we haven't seen arms yet either. No people from China, no people from Lever Realm. BM we've seen a lot of this stuff already. What are some things we haven't seen? Definitely we haven't seen a lot of melee in general. I'd like to see Havoc, to be honest. I wouldn't be surprised if Havoc's just better than Devourer, but nobody's gonna play it. BM seems very strong. Stormwind is only busy on beta. Well, it's also busy on classic. There's just nothing like normally here. We have a Warlock ready, don't we? I don't know.
Time is money, friend. If you ever need anything.
Something foul is stalking these grounds, heroes. Hunt it down and destroy it.
Wish you could just teleport like that on live. Well, you pretty much can, to be honest. Not that different.
The way forward opens, and your fate entwines with mine.
Oh my god, are you joking? Okay. The fuck was that? That's the first time we've seen that. What? What? What the fuck's going on? Where's my characters? Huh? My characters were gone. Did I log on the wrong account or something? Okay, they're gone, I guess. I must have logged on the wrong account or something. Or did everybody DC and this is like a bug with the beta? That I would not be surprised by. I must have just logged on to the wrong account. There's like 2 accounts there for some reason. Did I do that again? I did it maybe. Okay, so that time I logged on the 14 one. I guess that makes sense because at 14 you think about Final Fantasy 14. There's no characters, aka no players. So that's probably why it's wrong, yeah. Yeah, okay. I just been logging onto the wrong account for some reason. Well, I'll probably have been kicked at this point, right? Yeah, I guess. Everybody's gone one way or the other. I'm still in the key, but everybody left, I guess. Yeah, I was wondering, the leaver penalty. I don't know how I would know. But no, I don't think you're going to get it after 1. Alright, well that's unfortunate. I have no idea what that was that caused that crash. That's our 1 preservation evoker as well. See you later. We got a quarter of a pack, not even. Guess we haven't seen a lot of balanced druids, right? Let's take a look at balanced druid. Okay, Arms Warrior. Is lock good? We've seen some good lock, yeah. Look at this color scheme. Got some very interesting colors here. I like it. I say the warrior and evoker color goes great together. I think that would make a really nice, like, your room was painted those two colors or something.
Something foul is stalking.
Doesn't it look like the warrior brown is like a little darker? I don't know, maybe I'm just crazy. Looks like a nice pack of freeze pops. So yeah, what would the dark green color be? I don't think that's the color of food. The feng shui of your party frames indicates this will be a good run. I think so too. Yeah, I actually totally agree. Hopefully we're not going to crash on the first pack again.
The void
Lime.
beckons us onward. Embrace it.
That don't look like lime to me. Lime's more like a monk color, I think. guy doesn't even have Acid Rain, I guess. Interesting to go back and look at all the DPS charts from healers. Maybe a coyote or alligator pair. We don't have them around here, but I've seen Emerald cook with them. Oh yeah. Hey Metro, how does Dancing Room Open work now since Bone Storm and Tombstone are gone? Nothing special. As you'd expect. Originally I was hoping that there was gonna be like multiple stacks of Rune Weapon, but that doesn't work that way. Okay, we got 8 deaths on the first pack, and it's still alive. So you can only use it once every 2 minutes? Correct, yeah. Well, it's 1.5 minutes CD now, but yeah. But it procs all the time with the hero talents, like constantly. It's almost at 50% uptime now. Not coyote. Coyote. Tastes a mix between apple and pear, and its skin is wrinkly like a coyote. Oh, that's interesting. That's why they call it that, I guess. I never even heard of that. How does no Rune Tap? I've never used Rune Tap. How does no Lichborn DR and no Tombstone feel bad? Definitely Lichborn is the one that's the most noticeable. Could still use it for a little bit of value, but it's mostly just a utility spell now. It's really weird because like I've done this now 4 times today, I think, or 3 times. It's like some groups just simply cannot do it, and I don't know why. Are they not wearing gear? Maybe they're not wearing like the right gear. Hero talents make it proc? Oh yeah, you definitely gotta look into it, yeah. I made a video on it when they first announced all the stuff they were doing if you want to catch up on that way. It's a higher uptime now than it used to be, but yeah, the actual use of the spell is only once every 1.5 minutes. Drink it up. That does not increase your mana. People are struggle busting with no add-ons. Maybe, but it just seems weird because some groups are like very capable and others are very uncapable. I don't know what the difference is there. Does the increased dancing rune open uptime help make up for the pruning of defensives? I would say in general, Blood Death Knight is feeling way more tanky passively. And I would assume a huge part of that is because of the free dancing rune weapon constant uptime. But I don't know for sure. People are also suggesting that some armor change they divulged did not make it in yet. But I don't know anything about that. What the hell? Nice link. People at 500k HP at max gear. So much for stat squish. Oh yeah, is that not? That's not a very good stat squish in your eyes. The damage numbers are astronomically lower, so I don't know about the health pools, but almost 25 million reduced to 0.5 million. That seems significant, yeah. Yeah, I'm not sure what you would want. They just squished it by some factor, but we started way higher, I guess, because they didn't do one for a while. Like, it'd be more interesting to see what our actual characters, when you transfer them over, have. I haven't looked at that. I'm going to assume my character would have like only like 250k when I transfer it.
Would benefit us all. Also, their commander here has a particular item that would be useful to me.
Figure out their motives and put a stop to their efforts.
No, what do you mean? Ruthless Rift Shocker, that's scary.
We shall push you back. Our mission will not be
What's in there? It's like some tool being used or something. Also, you might have just seen it happen there, I believe, but I used my actual rune weapon, and I guess I used it during one of the procs or something, and it doesn't give it to you. So almost assuredly that's a bug, but really sucks. So it's already 50% uptime with that, which is pretty crazy. Means it's probably going to be even higher uptime, because we won't ever have that happen, hopefully, once the game's out. That would have been the pack to list done. Guess at this point we'll just save our bosses. Probably gonna be another one of those ones where you just can't get people to do 4 lists no matter what. Obviously we're not gonna be able to with this death count, but now you can't let this guy get too far away from this portal. If you do, you wipe. The portal starts doing damage to everybody, and it does a lot. You'd probably survive for a few seconds, but I don't know. Once you undo it, or once you do it, I don't know if you can undo it. I'm not sure. Hopefully we'll have some good music in the Midnight Dungeons though, because I feel like these ones have not been super inspired musically. I think WoD music is the worst out of all the expansions. most recent expansions at least. And that one we're featuring with Skyreach. At least we have great music with Algathar, but obviously Pittosaran. I don't know, Pittosaran's music is actually like better than WoD's, but it's still not very interesting. And then this one is like very bad music, very boring and basic stuff. No Azure Vault, sadly. Druid Pro, not being a very professional, goes offline. What is this thing for? Sealed Void Cache. You can click on it and everything. Very annoying that that pack is not fully tethered like that. Those caches are used for an achievement on Mythic difficulty. Weird that they're still there in Mythic Plus. Yeah, I think that's always the case. You just can't do stuff with it. Thank you for confirming this, though. Yeah, some groups just simply don't seem like they can do it. And others, it's like, yeah, no, we should pull even bigger. I guess when there's less players, more people are getting leapt on by, on average. I guess gone. Saves us from this misery. Well, I don't know. Doesn't really seem like much is being learned here. So we'll do one more. Maybe do Algathar or something. Since it's such a popular dungeon, I'm sure there'll be better players. I am thinking though, like, yeah, let's try Algathar because I am thinking the ul route is going to be the right choice. I know you've been asked this, but how does it feel with base UI, no add-ons? Bad. I'll be making a video on my thoughts for tomorrow. Oh, this guy, we played with that guy yesterday. He's a very good damage dealer. Oh, we already got those two classes. That guy was a very good damage dealer, so he can come to this one too. I don't know if I like the whole relaxed thing. I don't know. Interesting that they're trying to change things up, but I will have a video on my thoughts on Blood Death Knight after this week of testing DH Gaming. That'll be tomorrow, so stay tuned for that. There we go. Let's try Monk. Whatever that noise is. That gets annoying. I assume it's some kind of trinket or something. Oh, there's a quest here.
Well met, friend.
Tour the grounds of Algathar Academy.
Good luck.
Dude, I love Dragonflight. I gotta level another character through Dragonflight. Look at that. Gorgeous. Gotta figure out what to do about the phone situation. Hopefully, I guess it's gonna be consistently still able to charge. I just need to not move it in the middle of the night or something. Don't look like there's anything in there. Yeah, I genuinely don't think there's any scaling. Let's see, I have 679k health right now. Well, I don't have fort. Okay, we have 713k, is that the number? Yeah, 713k health. So let's see if that changes at all once the key starts.
The way forward opens.
Doesn't look like it.
And your fate entwines with mine.
Welcome to Algathar Academy. I am delighted that you received our invitation.
I don't know what's what.
The school is a touch behind
What's the blue
schedule,
one give?
but I have heard wondrous things
Mastering,
about
that's
your
fine.
New students. How wonderful. It has been quite some time since the academy has been open.
Hey Kamari, welcome. Yeah, this one's gonna be controversial, but I do think, based on what we've seen in this dungeon so far, it's time to go back to the original route, as long as we have count with it. Because these mana worm guys are way harder than they've been in a while. So skipping them seems like the right choice. But basically we can lust this boss, then clear out tree and go to Raven and lust Raven, I think. And then it would be back up for last boss, I think is how it used to go.
Please excuse the mess. It has been quite some time since students have been here. I'm just putting together my lesson plan.
It does seem nice to not see 7-digit hit popping up all over the place. Oh yeah, you like that? I do like smaller numbers, but at the end of the day, it's mostly irrelevant in my eyes. I'm happy with whatever they got.
Here we are. Long ago, members of the Blue Dragon Flight accidentally overloaded an arcane elemental and created a powerful construct named Veximus that quickly started to wreak havoc. The Blue Dragons battled Veximus fiercely, attempting to prevent it from absorbing stray arcane orbs that could allow it to grow out of control. Veximus began manifesting powerful arcane bombs in order to drive back the dragons. As the dragons neared victory, Veximus unleashed its full arcane power against them.
This fight's so much nicer with less on it too.
Veximus tried its best to defeat the dragons. It was ultimately destroyed. Well done.
Yeah, I think I remember we used to do all the trash here and then leave and come back to lust this guy. Or was that to lust the Raven? I don't know. 8 minutes for this trash plus the boss and then that trash. Is that enough? Not sure.
These lashers must have grown wild while we were away. Please, if you could, clear them out while we realign the life magics of this place.
Hardest part about this pack is just staying in D&D. Yeah, I think we leave. come back.
It appears some new students have trickled in after you. They seem interested in our sports field. Help them sort out clearing the place. It is in quite a state.
Hey Lito, how's it going? Beta's been good. We learned a lot this week, I feel like. Next week's, presumably if there's going to be the other 4 dungeons, next week's going to be a lot, even more learning, because, yeah, it's going to be kind of nuts. Since I don't know any of those dungeons at all. At least these ones I sorted now.
Look at this Lishrath arena. Oh, wait, what are these birds doing here?
Oh yeah, see, I just did it again. That really fucking sucks. I just used Rune Weapon while the proc was up, and now the spell's gone, and it didn't give me anything. That's like such a crazy mistake. Hopefully that won't be that way for very long. How are the mob bars? The nameplates? I'm using Plater. It's not great, there's a couple problems with it, but could be better, could be worse. Does gear progression work similar to live? For the alpha? No. Or the beta? No, you just log on and buy gear. There's like vendors and stuff that give you stuff. Isn't Plater gone for midnight? No. Still being worked on. Just, I mean, most of the tools that are valuable from it are not going to work. Like, I can't see who kicks stuff when we kick it. That was like the #1 reason I started using Plater in the first place.
Alright, now we need to clear out the big one. I will activate the goals for Lishrath. That is talent toss for you soft skins. Use them to get her attention. Huh, at least we know that works. Watch yourselves.
I think we're gonna have plenty of time for the 3rd lust though, no matter when we use it. I don't know why I couldn't think of saying nameplates. No worries. I always fumble that as well. I always say like player frames or something for some reason. I don't know. Just like random things that don't make any sense. So I think in a regular, like, this key seems very easy, so I think in a regular difficulty key, less would be back up for that burn phase there. But we'll see. One way or the other, I think it's definitely better to less on bosses in this dungeon. I'm about to wipe though. They just didn't take it. Or did they? I guess we're good. I see people holding them still. I don't have beta. How does the healing seem to you? It's hard to say, as yeah, I'm not really paying attention to healing. It does seem like at times healing must be stressful, but there's other times when it's not. Like everybody's totally fine and the healer seems to be totally in control. So I think if you had to get me to give an opinion on it, it would seem that healing is maybe more complicated to do well for some reason. And a healer who's well equipped for it and ready is gonna they're gonna totally crush it. Like they're not in any danger. But these the healers that we ran into, there's sometimes you just simply, they don't seem to have any hope of doing it. And I don't know why. It's hard to tell. Yeah, it's hard to tell because you never know who's learning and who's not, you know? Or who switched characters, trying a new character, all that. Who's playing like blindfolded, like there's a lot of options. A lot of reasons it might not be going well. Some spells just straight up have gone from their kit. Yep, that's another big issue. I haven't been in the dungeon yet, but messing around on my healer, the spell values seem very weak. We are back tiny, a spot where you push the bars up a little bit at a time. Yeah, that's what I've noticed the most. Is it's like very triage-esque, like the old days. Kind of like how things were at the beginning of WoD, if you remember that. Dev Evoker seems doing huge damage on beta. Yeah, they're pretty solid. This fight's obviously a bit hard one to be measuring, but down. 9 minutes, and the only question now is this enough count? It may not be, because they've removed a lot of mobs here.
Gone for some time. The growth here. Ah, the way should be clear. Please head to my office and wait. I hear new students have required my presence.
How can we be sure it's dev? Because they're doing damage. Yeah, I don't think this is going to be enough count. I don't. It's not even going to be close. So this route may not actually even be possible. No, there's not even close to enough count here. They got rid of tons of mobs here. Is there any? There's no mobs over here at all? Wow. Oh no, they just didn't phase in. Okay. That's an interesting fact. You can see the dev icon on the DPS meter. No, you can't. For some reason, I guess that's just all evoker icon, but yeah, there's no spec icons right now. Yeah, I still don't think it's enough count though. Yeah, I assume they would put spec icons in, but you never know. Okay, so this room is like 90% casters. They really are making it so there's a lot less casters in dungeons. I'm really impressed with Blizzard's work on this. There's like probably 20 mobs in here, and 17 of them are the caster mob type. Yeah, I don't think we have enough count. Nah, we definitely don't have enough count. Fuck, man. Okay, so this route doesn't work anymore then. Not optional. We have no choice but to go through those big worms. At least they thought of that when they took all the heal interrupts away. Yeah, certainly impressive work. That's the knights give like way more. I doubt they're gonna give 9% between 3 mobs though, that's for sure. They do have a lot more health though, so they probably do give more count than the casters. Oh, they do give 3% each. Wow, okay. So we do have enough count here. Wow, that's surprising. I did not expect that. Okay, so we actually do have enough count. If we didn't have 10 deaths in that room, we would have upgraded this key easily. Interesting.
Not registered here.
That's interesting.
This room is only for students.
I wonder if this healer is trying to fist weave. I don't know.
These are sacred halls of learning. Only those registered may access them. Learn from this. Four marks for 4 students. Think about what you have done. Demerit points for you.
Yeah, there might be something to be said now that there's so much danger to those casters. They might not even, that might be less viable than just pulling the worms. That's interesting.
Think about what you have done.
That was a lot of casters in that. To combine them, it's very difficult now, I think.
4 marks for 4 students.
Your favorite sister.
Go to the corner. Learn from this.
This is Algathar? Yeah, of course.
4 students.
You don't recognize it?
You will not pass the semester. Learn from this. Four marks for 4 students.
Okay, well, that's it, I guess. 8 points. Boom. Not too bad. We got a lot of testing done this week. I think that's... Let's take a look at this log. I'm going to get off. I'm not going to do any more today. Make sure I can get everything done before practice. No problem. Let's see what that looks like, though. Because that one I feel like is a good log to look at. Then I have to do the survey that Blizzard sent as well, which is interesting. Algathar Academy. Yeah, Evoker just carrying. Wow, that Shaman did so bad, wow. Alright, well, yeah. Shaman, maybe not great, but man, is Evoker looking at real good. And Rune Weapon continues to be higher now for some reason. .6% uptime on Dancing Rope in there, and we had at least one use of it where we got nothing from using it because of the bug. I'm now the assistant coach for the 9th grade basketball team. But yeah, that's pretty interesting. That's the highest uptime I've seen. And in terms of healer damage, we said we were gonna look at that. Not great. Fucking 4K overall. Wow. 10 times less than the tank. That doesn't seem right. Jade Fire Stomp is the only substantial damage he did the whole run. 2 million damage total with that. Okay. Well, yeah, we got a lot done this week, so I'm going to call it there. We will be back Tuesday, probably with, well, provided the servers are up on time, we will be back Tuesday probably with some live keys. And then, assuming that things go the same way, I assume Wednesday will be the new dungeons. The 4 new dungeons. I don't know what they'll do. Maybe they won't do all 4 at once or something. But yeah, that's the plan. So we'll continue with this. I will have a video on this, my retrospective on this week tomorrow. I have a lot to talk about, especially with blood. And then Sunday and Monday's videos will be reviews again. So alright, well, thanks for hanging out, and we'll see you guys Tuesday, hopefully.